Welcome to Simplified Reads. If you're looking for adventure, magic, and unforgettable heroines, you've come to the right place. Today, we're exploring fantasy books with strong female leads, stories where women take charge, face impossible odds, and shape their worlds through courage, skill, and determination. From epic battles to mystical adventures, these novels showcase the power, intelligence, and resilience of female protagonists in fantastical settings. Whether you're a longtime fantasy fan or a newcomer, these 10 books will guide you through worlds filled with danger, magic, and unforgettable journeys. Fantasy literature has continually evolved to place women at the heart of thrilling narratives. Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, 2012, introduces Selena Sardothian, a young assassin with unmatched skill and a mysterious past. When she is offered a chance at freedom through a deadly competition to become the king's champion, Selena must navigate treacherous palace politics, deadly rivals, and the dark forces stirring in her kingdom. What makes her story compelling is not just her lethal abilities, but her wit, intelligence, and resilience under extreme pressure. Maas masterfully balances high-stakes action with developing relationships, showing Selena's vulnerabilities alongside her strengths. While some readers find the later books a bit formulaic, the early entries are fast-paced, suspenseful, and perfect for readers seeking an empowered female protagonist in a richly imagined world. In a very different, darker narrative, The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang, 2018, follows Rin, a war orphan from a remote village who defies expectations by earning a place at Synagard, an elite military academy. There, she discovers her shamanic powers, which connect her to gods capable of mass destruction. Kuang's world is brutally realistic, inspired by the history of China's 20th century, and Rin's journey is one of survival, moral complexity, and raw determination. She grows from an uncertain, angry girl into a formidable figure who faces both internal and external conflicts, making choices that are morally gray but necessary for her survival. The novel's intense violence and mature themes are challenging, but they contribute to the story's emotional and narrative depth, portraying a heroine who is both flawed and extraordinary. For readers who enjoy morally clear, character-driven stories, Graceling by Kristin Cashore, 2008, follows Katsa, a young woman marked with the grace of killing. Born into a kingdom where Gracelings are feared and exploited, Katsa initially serves as her uncle's enforcer, executing tasks without question. However, as she uncovers a conspiracy that threatens the Seven Kingdoms, she begins to challenge authority and assert her independence. Katsa's strength is not just physical but moral. She chooses her battles, protects the vulnerable, and grows into a self-determined leader. Cashore's world is accessible yet richly built, with a strong balance of adventure, romance, and personal growth, making it an empowering story for both YA and adult readers. Classic fantasy fans will appreciate Alanna, the first adventure by Tamora Pierce, 1983. Alanna of Trebon defies societal expectations by disguising herself as a boy to train as a knight. Her journey is one of perseverance, skill building, and personal courage as she faces dangerous tests, magical threats, and the challenge of keeping her identity secret. Alanna's character exemplifies determination and resilience, showing young readers that gender does not define strength. While the writing may feel dated compared to modern fantasy, the novel's timeless themes of self-discovery, bravery, and empowerment continue to inspire new generations of readers. Shifting to folklore-inspired fantasy, The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden, 2017, transports readers to medieval Russia, where Vazhia, a young girl with the ability to see and interact with spirits, struggles against both human and supernatural threats. As her village faces the encroachment of patriarchal norms and ancient malevolent forces, Vazhia must rely on courage, intelligence, and her unique abilities to protect her family and community. Arden's prose is lyrical, her world building deeply atmospheric, and the tension between tradition and independence provides a rich layer to Vazhia's development. While the pacing is slower than action-driven fantasy, the immersive world and nuanced protagonist make this a captivating and magical read. Expanding into epic fantasy, The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon, 2019, presents multiple strong female leads, including Queen Saber IX, who must defend her kingdom from annihilation, and Katie Durian, a skilled mage and spy navigating a court full of intrigue. The novel is set in a world on the brink of war with dragons and ancient evils threatening humanity. Shannon's storytelling is intricate, balancing multiple points of view, complex political dynamics, and the personal journeys of her heroines. Readers will appreciate the depth of world building, the exploration of loyalty, courage, and power, and a representation of strong women in leadership roles. Its length and dense plotting demand attention, but the reward is an immersive, epic tale that celebrates female agency on a grand scale. For those drawn to morally gray and thrilling narratives, Nevernight by Jay Kristoff, 2016, follows Mia Corvera, a young woman seeking vengeance for her family's murder in a city rife with political corruption and deadly magic. Mia's journey is both physically and emotionally intense, as she trains to become a deadly assassin while navigating treacherous alliances and uncovering secrets. Kristoff's novel is dark, suspenseful, and unapologetically bold, with a protagonist who is clever, resourceful, and willing to push boundaries to achieve her goals. Its mature content, including violence and sexual themes, is not for all readers, but the narrative rewards those seeking a heroine with depth, skill, and ambition. A lighter, more lyrical fantasy, Uprooted by Naomi Novik, 2015, follows Agnieszka, a seemingly ordinary village girl chosen to serve a powerful wizard known as the Dragon. Tasked with protecting her homeland from a corrupted, malevolent forest, Agnieszka discovers her own magical potential and personal strength. Novik blends folklore, suspense, and personal growth into a standalone story with rich atmosphere and deeply relatable character arcs. The novel's focus on Agnieszka's transformation, courage, and moral development makes it a perfect choice for readers seeking an enchanting, self-contained adventure. The Gilded Ones by Naomi, 2021, introduces Deka, a young woman who learns that she is one of the Deathless, part of a group of female warriors fighting against a patriarchal society that oppresses them. As Deka trains, battles, and discovers her own power, she grows into a symbol of hope and resistance. Forna blends high-stakes action with themes of social justice, empowerment, and sisterhood. While the pacing may fluctuate at times, the story's emotional resonance and Deka's courage create an inspiring, contemporary fantasy that champions women in both magical and societal battles. Finally, Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros, 2023, follows Violet Sorrengail, pressured to become a dragon rider despite her frail health and immense expectations. The story explores personal growth, perseverance, and the bonds formed under extraordinary circumstances. Yarros combines adventure, fantasy, and romance to craft a compelling narrative where Violet's strength lies in resilience, intelligence, and determination. While the story leans toward lighter fantasy and includes predictable romance elements, it is highly entertaining and accessible for readers who enjoy empowered, adventure-driven heroines. Together, these 10 novels illustrate the incredible diversity of fantasy books with strong female leads, from assassins and warriors to witches, queens, and dragon riders. Each story presents unique challenges, themes, and worlds, showing that strength can manifest in courage, intelligence, moral resilience, and personal growth. Whether you prefer epic battles, magical intrigue, or intimate folklore, these books offer heroines who inspire, entertain, and empower readers of all ages. Dive into these adventures and celebrate the courage, determination, and extraordinary journeys of their unforgettable protagonists. Thank you for watching Simplified Reads, your guide to discovering stories that enchant, empower, and bring the magic of strong female leads to life.